me to begin? Oh, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kathleena Ortiz.
My name is Chris Benson.
I'm Cristian Garcia.
I'm Uriel Lozano.
I'm Duy Quy Tran.
Our group would like to present Kiva as a nonprofit organization with the mission to connect people through leading to alleviate poverty. The global problem we would like to address in this presentation is the bottom base of the pyramid. For our policymaker, we would like to introduce Mr. Wu Hongbo as Head of Department of Economic and Social Affairs in the United Nations. The influence of the United Nations in the creation of DESA, a branch organization of Kiva, is to allow developing countries to discuss the importance of microfinance in society and how laws can implement and support for women's rights. United Nations uses DESA as a forum to implement laws for economic and social affairs in developing countries. DESA has 4 programs: Financial for Development, Post-2015, Development Agenda, Millennium Development Goals or MDGs, and Sustainable Development. Wu Hongbo, as the Secretary General, gained experience as an ambassador for China and in other Asian regions. Advises on climate change, internet governance, financing for development, and lastly, Rio 20, which is an event that happened in Brazil for United Nations Action for Sustainable Development.
Thank you, Kathleena. So I'm going to discuss 3 things for you guys today. The definition of BoP. I will also give you a real world example, an image of what it looks like. And then I'll also dive in lightly into what the challenges were we faced. So let me define BoP for you guys first. In the economy, the bottom of the pyramid contains most of the population in the poorest socioeconomic group. In global terms, 3 billion people live on less than $2.50 a day. You can see on the right-hand side of the screen there, the pyramid shows basically annual income, and the base of the pyramid is all the way at the bottom there. It contains 4 billion people. The phrase bottom of the pyramid is used by people developing new models to do business. With that being said, I will give you guys kind of what BoP looks like. One example of the BoP is the growing microcredit market in South Asia, in particular, Bangladesh. Technology being steadily cheaper and ubiquitous, it is becoming economically efficient to lend tiny amounts of money to people with even tinier assets. The Sadhan, an Indian bank, has created a microfinance network that helps the poor and allows banks to increase their business. Now I'll discuss here and dive in lightly into what were some of the challenges we faced with BoP. Consumers do not want to adopt innovation. CK Prahlad claimed against the tradition view, posting that the BoP is eager to adopt innovation. For instance, BoP consumers are using PC kiosks, mobile phone, and mobile banking and other aspects of technology. Relative advantage and complexity attributes of innovation significantly influence the adoption of an innovation suggested by Everett Rogers. Innovation developed should focus on relative advantage and complexity. The other challenge we faced was women. BoP is heavily invested in women. BoP theorists see women as the primary breadwinners for the family, this being because women have loyalty to the family where men typically leave. And I'll pass it off to Cristian here, who will dive into that.
So like Cristian mentioned, when an opportunity like the bottom of the pyramid model comes around, there will always be people that try to abuse the system for their selfish needs. In this case, men would be the main ones who try and scheme the system. Women are the face of BoP models, and some men find this disturbing. In a lot of developing countries, men with machismo stands refuse to allow women to become the main source of income. This is where the problem can lie. Men would force women to partake in the BoP models, only to have them reap the benefits and profits for themselves. This ends up leaving the families in debt, and in a worse case scenario than they were in before. A solution to this would be to have investors offer psychological help as well as security. They can offer meetings every 2 or 3 weeks in which they would all meet up and offer therapy and local police to help women that become stuck in one of these overpowering situations. This problem is common in developing countries, so it needs to become addressed in order to make BoP models successful. It might seem like another investment for companies, but in the end, it would benefit both parties by allowing the entrepreneurs to be safe and efficient in the BoP model economy.
Right, us at Kiva feel that microfinancing is a great solution to solving the base of the pyramid. So us at Kiva have been able to give out 1 million loans with a 99% return rate. To us, microfinancing seems like a fitting solution to alleviate poverty. Microfinance can help push the base of the pyramid into the middle and gives a huge potential for the economy to strive. One solution would be giving loans to people in order for them to start a business. The second solution would be letting people invest their money in stocks. The third solution would be giving loans to people to invest in their education. Microfinance can push people to participate in the global and local economy. Microfinance and microloans is a great solution to solving the base of the pyramid model. So some problems that we might run into using microfinancing is us at Kivo feel that not enough people are aware of these loans. There isn't enough people aware of the money that's available in the economy. People might be too scared of the unknown, not knowing what microfinancing is. They don't want to deal with these loans because they don't have a clue on how it works. The bottom of the base of the pyramid doesn't know how the economy works or don't have a clue on how to invest, which is a huge problem. People are too scared to fail in the economy and thus too scared to get a loan. So we asked Woo Hung Bo to help educate the masses on microfinancing. And this education can be provided through lectures, books, and articles. We need to make people smarter and wiser in order for the economy to bloom. We need you to help us kickstart businesses for people in the bottom. We need to make it easier for people to get these loans if they actually show interest in participating in the market. This can bring a huge positivity to every economy, even the global economy.
So, with Kira of the positive opinion, we shall be able to realize the invisible opportunity the model given to helping development model offers. Consumer and the BOP promise tremendous potential for profit. The development of the BOP also bring about great improvement in social and human development. Serving the tier 4 of the BOP involve bringing together the best of technology and global resource base to address local market conditions through the combination of low cost, good quality, sustainability, and profitability. The four key elements that result from thriving tier 4 market include the first is creating buying power, providing asset to credit and increasing earning of potential by the poor. We create a new market in developing world, shaping the aspiration. The transformation at the bottom of the pyramid will not only positively influence the choices of people at the BOP, but may ultimately reshape the way American and other in Tier 1 live by providing market pool with sustainable technologies and advancing the fortune of the MNC. The next thing is to improve access. There will be more access to the microfinance and the BOP by better distribution system and communication links, which are essential to development of the bottom of the pyramid. And finally, most importantly, we will be able to develop tailored local solutions that address each problem in each region of the developing world based on their characteristic. And in conclusion, the emergence of 4 billion people who make up the tier 4 at the bottom of the pyramid market is great opportunity for the MNC. It also represents a chance for business body like us, the government like the NASA and civil society to join together in common cause. Indeed, we believe that pursuing strategy for the bottom of the pyramid dissolve the conflict between components of free trade and global capitalism on one hand, and environmental and social sustainability on the other. And that's all for our presentation. Thank you for your listening.